Hi, I'm Krista Drake and welcome to Koala Baby. This here is my koala baby, Cecilia, or Cece. She's 7.5 weeks old. So, yeah, here we are, mom and baby, postpartum in the 4th trimester. And I just really wanted to start this blog by talking about some things that came up in motherhood, something I really enjoy, which is cloth diapering, and an issue that's important to me. It's going to probably develop a little bit later in the YouTube channel, but mental health as well, and how that relates to postpartum and adjusting to life as a mom. So today I was going to launch into cloth diapering and my top 4 reasons for cloth diapering and why I chose it for my family. So number 1, pretty encouraging, is just simply expense and cost. The American Academy of Pediatrics averages that diapers can cost $18 a week. So over the course of a year, as much as $936. And everything else I've read was within $100 or $200 of that. Somewhere around $800 to $1,000 in diapers. That's a lot. Mind you, you can buy $800 of cloth diapers as well, but that's a lot of diapers. And to get what you need to be set up, I would say anywhere from like $250 to $450, somewhere in there. And that's a pretty established stash of diapers. There is a lot of variability with that, whether you're buying secondhand, brand new, whether you're going for a little more expensive or organic. There's a lot of variability, but to spend $1,000 on cloth diapering would be a lot. You can easily save hundreds of dollars if you commit to it for that first year. Next, I would say, is just the environmental factor. I have this memory of being maybe 17 and seeing this picture of diapers stacked up in the landfill and, just hearing the amount of waste, both paper and then the absorbency of the plastic inside, and just being so shocked that how much waste those diapers can make. I mean, you think 2,000 to 3,000 diapers in a year, pile them all up when they're disposables, and that's a lot. I wasn't going to put this on my list, but one of the personal reasons is I hate taking out the diaper pail. We still use disposables from time to time. My husband uses disposables, but I absolutely hate tying up that garbage bag and taking these stinky diapers out. The laundry for me is easier, more manageable than this really gross trash that has to go out. Yeah. And then the last 2, though, for me, it's just like a personal enjoyment, knowing that I'm doing something that's saving money, that's helping the environment, something that feels a little rewarding, like, oh, there's 20 cents in my pocket when I change that diaper. There's also this aspect of, if you're using flats or pre-folds, which we're using pre-folds right now, that you change how you diaper the baby throughout their growth. And you learn different folds and different techniques. You might try a new cover that has this cute print and it feels like diapering is new again. It's more than just committing to one brand of diaper and the labor and tediousness of just changing a diaper, buying the box of diaper every week or 2, buying the box of spending more money. It's a little more careful with how you're spending your money on cloth diapering. And lastly, I've found that there's a community online too of people who are super interested in this, people who will give you good information. It's a little overwhelming at times, but don't worry, I'll direct you to where to start. There are some awesome resources. And for me, like, this personal enjoyment also, I enjoy doing the laundry. Like, when it comes out, mind you, I do forget, it's late, my husband pulls it out of the dryer, and I'm thankful for that little bit of help. But like, seeing the fresh laundry in the basket, all clean, like stacking up my diapers for the next day. Like, I don't know, there's just this little bit of enjoyment from it that I get no enjoyment when I stack up the disposable diapers. I just think of more diapers being thrown away, more diapers being bought. Yeah. The last, and I'm trying not to say and ah, this is honestly the first filming, so little grace, and I'm hoping to get better at this as I go along. The last aspect is like what I would call an empowerment in choice. So to compare it, if you were to choose a disposable diaper, you find the brand you like, you're pretty locked into that for a couple years. You're locked into the pricing. You probably find a store that you're used to getting it at, and you're kind of locked in, like nothing much changes. Whereas with cloth, especially if you're careful and you plan out what you buy and don't buy a $300 up front of only one type of thing, you know, you have a lot more choice, and you have this power to say, this is how I want to diaper my child. I want to be more natural. I want to have more organic fibers. I want to have quick dry. I want to, you know, have a pocket diaper or a fold and a cover. You have a lot more choice, and you get to nitpick what works for you well. And that's what I would really encourage you to do if you're starting cloth diaper, is take it small and find something that works for you first, and then buy bigger. And I can tell you that from experience too. Gotta stop that. The empowerment and choice is also over the diaper industry, because you think about how much markup there is for those itty bitty paper disposable diapers, and you don't have to be fully vested in that economic scale, you know, that economy that is overcharging for a necessity. Like, keeping these little baby bottoms dry is so important. Like, it's sad for me to think about people making billions of dollars on it, but that's the sad truth. It's a necessity. You know, I think it relates a lot to feminine products too, you know, like the cost of those, because it's a necessity. So, you know, when you choose cloth, yes, you're buying into another industry, but it's a more sustainable, it's a more consumer-friendly industry. So, you know, those are my top 4. The money, the environment, the enjoyment I personally get out of. Does everyone enjoy it? No, it's not. And then lastly, this empowerment in the choices you make, diapering. Did you want to say goodbye? Yeah, do you want to say goodbye? All right, thank you for joining us, and look forward to more content this week. This week I'm going to be doing a post a day and kind of launch off on the page. We're going to launch off with cloth diapering, pros, cons, bring in my husband, his perspective, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So check back in tomorrow if you liked what you saw today. And yeah, I'll work on the we'll figure it out, and we'll enjoy ourselves here.